So we all remember Diddy, right? If you go to Nigeria right now, what a Nigerian millionaire has done, oh, Diddy did nothing. Who is he? What did he do? That is why I'm here to give you all the get setting. So the guy that you are seeing on the screen, his name is Tr0uble. And Tr0uble, since 2015, 2016, thereabouts, made a name for himself, especially in technology. There is this particular program or company called PAYSTACK in Nigeria. So there is a branch of this PAYSTACK even here in Ghana. What is PAYSTACK? Let me explain to you. PAYSTACK is just a financial technology company. It helps transaction between businesses and then customers be easy. You can pay if you buy something, you can just use PAYSTACK to pay to whoever that you are buying from. It's quite easy, very famous in Nigeria. And then some people also use it here in Ghana. And this particular company was co-founded by this particular guy that you are seeing on the screen. That is Ezra. It was in 2020 that a company called Stripe, which is also a financial technology company that bases in the US, also came to Nigeria to buy it $200 million from Ezra and his co-founders. So right now, the PAYSTACK company is for Stripe. The whole reason why I was explaining PAYSTACK to you is because I want you to know that Ezra is a millionaire in dollars. Aside he being a millionaire, he is also a fashionista that he became very famous with how he dresses, how he puts himself out there around 2019, thereabouts on X, that everybody was clapping for how he appears. But aside everybody clapping for how he appears, he also dresses more like a female. Some of his fashion styles are like a female, so a lot of people tagged him to be gay. So in a nutshell, he portrays himself to be like LGBTQ, and that is what people tag him with. But this is where things get stickier, because it was one day on X that you know that X Nigeria, people like Bobrisky and the rest, they will drag you. So they started dragging this guy that, hey, you Campo, you are this, you are that, you are dragging him up and down. And this particular lady went to defend him.
For the most part, except I think there was some thread on Twitter where this John Doe was being attacked, and I had been like in defense of this person to say, like, why are we attacking this? Like, again, like I've said, like I've always had an admiration for what I perceive to be bravery.
Saying that, oh, you people, you should leave people to be themselves. This is what he wants to be. Leave him alone. And this guy, I mean Extra, the one being dragged for being LGBTQ, went to her DM to say that, is this the reason why you've not introduced me to your friends, as in tossing her and all of that? Say, oh.
So I tweeted something to that point, to that line. John Doe responded and was like, oh, is this why you haven't introduced me to your friends? And I'm like, really, to be nice again, because I've never looked at John Doe in that way up until that point. I was like, oh, LOL. I didn't realize you had that you had a crush on me or anything like that. This person sent me that note last year. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess this has been a long time crush that they've had on me, because like I just didn't look at them that way at all. I mean, I was like dating women for the most part in like in like 2016, 2017. Like that was the kind of what I was doing. I wasn't even dating men.
That means he's not even A. He's just trying to portray himself to be A. So she went back to go delete that defense. That is when they started talking, they started vibing and all of that. And this girl, her name is Max. She said that at that time, she didn't really have anything for Extra, right? She just got to realize that maybe Ezra is not LGBTQ. But as for her, she's into women. So she wasn't really interested in Ezra or anything, but they were vibing, they were talking. Ezra started moving to her. Asame Pearl, I want to be with you, I want to stay with you. You are the apple of my eye and all of that. She realized that, oh, Ezra to get dough. I told you Ezra is a millionaire. Ezra has money. So why don't I accept? Because even me, myself, I want to leave corporate America. That work that I'm doing, I'm not interested anymore. And I think Ezra will be able to sponsor me. Let me start doing something myself. So she decided to, at least, go ahead with Ezra.
Like I said, I've never had any interest in this person. So why? Like, it wasn't sudden attraction. It was because of the money. And it was specifically because I wanted to leave corporate America. And I saw this as an opportunity for me to leave corporate America. So it wasn't like a long-term desire for the money. It was just really a short-term thing to get me out of corporate so I could figure out what else to do with my life.
But after going ahead with Ezra, she got to realize, nah, this Ezra guy is not whom he is trying to be. Gay. Somebody that has all his people, his subordinates on his phone. He has their pictures as his profile picture. He's eating this person here, eating the other person here. All his subordinates, he chop and finish. This guy is not LGBTQ.
And then he's walking around with screensavers of his subordinates on his phone. His literal screensaver is women that work for him.
While Nigerians were out there calling him A and all of that, he's LGBTQ, he was covering that. He was using that to cover up the things that he was doing behind. Because even while dating Max, he made Max aware that he's also with another girl, like an open relationship, which I am aware that you have this and that person in it. More like a polycule. So when she realized all those ones, she decided to move on. Let me move on. She got engaged to a woman. And right now, as I'm talking to you, Max is married to a woman. But for 2 days now, Max has been going on and on social media, especially specifically exposing Ezra of the things that he does in the dark that we, the public, we don't know. You know, that is how we like it in the town. And what this expose has brought the limelight, it will shock you. Did nothing. I told you in the beginning. So Max started posting on her X platform that there is a particular guy here, famous here, that is portraying to be LGBTQ. That guy is not. That guy is actually abusing women, people that are around him. He's sleeping with them anyhow just because he has money. So people are like, what is happening? They started reading meanings to it. What is happening? What is happening? You know, just like they would do here in Ghana. They had a space. A space is just like live section on TikTok and other social media platforms. But on X, they call it space. Then Max came to explain it further with the things that happened between herself and this particular person that is trying to portray to be A, but he is not. And this person, she decided to name him John Doe. But a lot of people at this time knows that she is talking about Ezra, but they were listening. She actually pulled all receipts. This guy did this guy did that.
So many fucking rules just to be in that space. And then like, but also in a way that's like it's very psychologically, like, I call it psychological sadism. Like this idea that your way is perfect and anything else that is not your way is wrong. That's literally what I felt like when I was there the whole time. And I remember asking John, like, how is it, like, you know, I get the feeling almost like you think about every single thing that you do. And he was like, yes, I think about every single thing that I do. Like before John stands up to go and pick up a fork, he's thought about why he's picking up the fork, how he wants to pick up the fork, what he wants to pick up the fork to do. That level of detail, that's every single thing. Documents everything. Documents every fucking thing. Who comes to his house, who leaves, when they come, why. Every single thing. Speaks to his employees with so much venom, disrespect. Oh my God. Like to the point where I'm like wondering, like, what's going on? Like, are you just angry? Like, you know, because I couldn't understand what was going on. But that was just the basics. That was like the experience. It was like, and then also to the point where even asking me to spy on the employees, like that was fucking weird. Like, did they do this at the time that I said they were gonna do it? And I'm like, bro, they still did it. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. So stuff like that, like like a lot of triangulation of trying to like use someone to spy on someone or use someone to say something to somebody. Like
afterwards, made them realize that the reason why they should believe her is that she even got to know that Ezra is using a burner account. So Max allowed the public to know that this is a burner account from Ezra. And Ezra has been using it to be posting things that he can't actually let you and I know with his own account. And this is an example of what he posts. He's like, the drift away from my sister is a loss I will always mourn. I cannot even express how much it hurts me. Max was given a clue that she thinks this is Ezra because Ezra fell out with his sister. And this particular Mickey Mouse also is saying that I fell out with my sister and all of that. Another post and all that. People said, things are becoming strange with Ezra. They then decided to dig his old tweets. And his old tweets is the problem. Because the things that Ezra, the millionaire, he was posting somewhere in 2011, 2010, it will shock you. This is what he's being dragged by. So from Ezra, the person that a lot of Nigerians sees him to be Bobrisky, 2010, 28th of, don't know very much, April, he said that on a lighter note, I hear sex with a minor cures HIV. How is that possible? How is that possible, Mr. Ezra? Mr. Ezra, that you are portraying to be. How is that possible? So my positive followers, help yourselves. Your neighbor's daughter isn't looking bad today. How can you tell me this story? This is not, this is lighter, this is milder. Even in 2011, 1st January, he posted that, 1st February, he posted that, with the way I just looked at this young girl, I hope my daughter doesn't grow a pair of boobs till she turns 18. This guy was doing something in 2011 thereabouts. He also posted again in 2010 that my date last night called me a pedophile. I told her that was an awful big word for a 12-year-old. So people kept digging. They said, nah. And the more you dig, the darker it gets. People are like, nah. This guy doesn't seem like, we just thought maybe he's just A. That's all we know him. Said no. Said, my P stream is split in two. Is this a sign of an STD? Can you contract one if the only thing you've had sex with in months is your cat? Trust me, I think this particular one is what got people wild about this Ezra guy. Because how can you tell me this story? He's saying that, what's the risk of falling ill if you chew on your nails absent-mindedly, right? Right after anally probing your cat, asking for a friend. So it's with all of this that people are saying, nah, this guy, we could only drag you for being LGBTQ, not knowing you are so this. People are like, no, people like this should not live among people, because if you dip deeper, this guy is talking about sleeping with 12 years, sleeping with like 8 years and all of that, trying to video his female friends while they are peeing because he loves that sound and all of that. Mind you, this guy was keeping around him feminists, people that do have voice, louder voice, that they would drag other men for similar situations if it comes out. They were dragging even Diddy with tweets and all of that. Ever since this situation came out, they are all quiet. They are not saying anything. So was that why he was trying to keep all of them as friends? So that when things like this come up, they will not drag him. But you know, Nigerians are saying that even if his friends who do have the feminist voice will not say anything, Nigerians, we will drag you. We will make sure that we drag you to the point that you see that you are dragged. And yes, they've dragged him to the point that he has seen that he's being dragged, because he is currently the CTO. Is it current? Is he still currently? No, he was yesterday. So yesterday, the CTO. That is the Chief Technology Officer of PAYSTACK. As I am talking to you right now, an official statement is out from PAYSTACK, and they are saying that now they've suspended him for now. They're actually looking into social media allegations, people saying sexual misconduct and all of that. He's a pedophile. So because of that, he's no more, as I am talking to you right now, the CTO of PAYSTACK. So if you see anywhere why they are saying that this particular guy is more than Diddy, because the things that he was doing, he was sleeping with all his if you work for him, he's going to sleep with you, and he even does it allegedly in the presence of his feminist friends. They will be there and he'll be doing it, making a video. So if you see anywhere that Ezra is being dragged, Ezra Olubi is being dragged, this is what he has done. And this expose, the whole long thing, is from his ex. Remember that this is a platform that is of the people, is by the people, and is for the people. This is Gossip 24, and the room is bright because my name is Light.